Hello, bright blessings one and all. Happy lunar eclipse, hey? Happy full moon in Sagittarius, happy super moon, and happy Wednesday. Gotta love a Wednesday. So we are actually at the point in time where the eclipse is happening. It's just gone through that wonderful shadow phase. So an eclipse, when it's a lunar eclipse, you know, you have the sun over here, right? You've got the earth in the middle somewhere, and then you've got the moon, and the moon is reflecting the sun, that's why it's full. But when the moon and the earth are actually on the same path, it casts a shadow, right? The earth will cast a shadow over the moon, and that's what's just happened, right? So this moon is currently known as a blood moon because it casts a red shadow. So anyone that is on the far west coast of the Americas will probably be able to see this wonderful eclipse, and anyone past kind of like the Asias onwards will probably be able to see the eclipse as well. For us, it's the middle of the day in the UK, so obviously the sun is shining. Well, it's shining somewhere. It's quite overcast where I live, but I can definitely feel that influence of the moon. So we are going to be doing a little guided meditation in this video. I do tend to run new moon and full moon ceremonies in my Facebook group on Zoom calls, but this specific moon felt like a live would be a little bit better, and let me tell you why. So let's break down what's happening with this moon. First, I'm going to look at the fact that it is a a super moon. So it's a super moon. What does that mean? The moon is a lot closer to the earth than what it usually is, right? And the moon, she governs and she influences those emotions, the intuitive nature, right, on the emotional side. So, you know, the tides, and our bodies are made up of like 80% water, and that water isn't just pure drinking water, right? It's the blood, so there's salt in that. So it's very similar to the makeup of the ocean, of the sea, right? So when the moon is full, and especially when it's a super moon, whether it's new or full, as a super moon being closer to the earth, we really feel that energy a lot more so, right? Especially if you have Cancer in your chart, whether you're a sun or a moon in Cancer, you'll definitely feel that a little bit more as well, right? But it's a super moon, right? So this can usually indicate that, you know, things are going to be a little bit intentional. I've felt that likely over the past few days. I mean, this is quite an intense month, right? The month of May, we've got lots of things happening. We've got retrogrades, we have solar flares, etc., etc. There are plenty of videos on YouTube about that. Even on my channel, I've got videos about the retrogrades, so do check those out if you are curious. But let's look at the next aspects of this, right? So the next aspect of this moon being a super moon is that it's also a full moon, right? Full moons are about those kind of like those climax points, right? It's you know, the new moon is when we're planting the intention, we're planting, sowing those seeds, and we're nurturing, we're growing whatever our goals are, our ambitions are, whatever it is that we want to harvest, we want to manifest. The full moon, that's when we do that, right? You know, we get to harvest that wonderful crop around the full moon. It's the climax of it, right? It's the peak. It's the peak of it. But what also we want to remember about it being a full moon is that, you know, we want to be able to surrender to the energy that she is offering us as well, right? Everything has an energy to offer us, you know, whether it's the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, you know, they all are living entities, living beings, and have their own energies which influence us, right? And that's for our good. It's a good thing. It helps us grow, right? And what's really interesting is, you know, when the moon is full, she is fully visible. So that also means that, you know, on the subtle levels, maybe the things within you that you may have either ignored or not wanted people to see, they're going to be shown, right? That's what happens at a full moon. You know, the new moon, when she's dark, you know, it's like she's got a veil over her, right? You can't see her. But when she's full, she's all there. You know, she's all there. So that's being felt very much as well right now. Let's have a little look at the fact that it's in Sagittarius, right? So the moon moved from Scorpio to Sagittarius yesterday. So Sagittarius, this energy that's being brought through, it's very much about, you know, what are we holding on to? What limiting beliefs are we holding on to? Who's really in charge here? Is it our lower self or our higher self? You know, this really is a great space and time, this eclipse portal, to be aligning with your soul path, your soul purpose, and releasing, you know, releasing all the things that have accumulated over time, especially in the past, you know, year and a bit. You know, look at how far you've come. You know, focus on the celebrations, focus on the things that you've accomplished, overcame, right? We don't want to focus too much on the lesser things, on the things that we've struggled with, because, you know, we've got through those, right? We don't need to relive them. But at the same time, you know, Sagittarius is kind of encouraging us, you know, to take a bit of a risk, right? You know, kind of make sure that the blocks are clear, so that we can expand into our true self, right? You know, we can, like, the only block that we have in this life is ourselves, right? No one else is blocking us. It's only what we have. You know, emotion runs this world, this planet, this you know, people, right? How we manifest, it's all based on emotion. It's not based on words or intellect or knowledge. It's based on emotion. That's the driving force of everything. When you understand that fully, we understand how we've been standing maybe in our own way, right? And this Sagittarius energy is going, okay, it's time to change the song, change the track, you know. So you may feel encouraged to in your emotions. You may find emotions coming up from past events, from maybe people coming back into your lives, where this karma is complete. You know, you may find your thoughts just randomly go into a very bizarre memory that you have of something or other, and, you know, you might feel yourself getting worked up about it, and then you got to catch yourself and go, hold on, wait, what is all that about? Oh, okay, so I just need to release and forgive something here. Oh, that's good to know. And then it's done, it's cleared, it's gone. And the last thing that we're going to look at is, you know, the fact that it is this full moon eclipse. It's not just a full moon where it's kind of like a mini climax. This is the big one, right? This is like when we have a full moon lunar eclipse. This is really, really incredible, because it's not only our conclusions within reach for, you know, some of the smaller things, but some of the really big things, like lifelong patterns and beliefs and you know, lifelong challenges and struggles. You know, we have a real space and opportunity right now to clear that. The energy is so aligned with us, and we will be doing a meditation in just a moment, working with one of the archangels who's really supportive in this space and time, right? So stay tuned for that. But yeah, the eclipse energy that's with it is kind of like, you know, there is the moon. She's shining so brightly. She's unveiling all. She's unveiling all within you, right? And then this slight shadow casts across, right? And it's because it's a blood moon, it's like this red shadow casts across, right? So this is very related to your womb space, regardless as to what your gender is. Everyone has a womb space, energetical or physical or both. It's related to that chakra there, that energy point, and the root chakra, right? You know, blood is that life force, right? So there's going to be a lot of themes around life force energies, relationships, partnerships, material things, you know, home, finances, things like that. You've got such, you know, work, career, right? Stability, security. You've got such a space. We all have such a space right now to clear on that. And I'm going to say as well, you know, the meditation that we're about to do is intended so that you can watch this anytime. The full moon portal, you know, the eclipse portal is open until the end of the week. You've got a lot of time to do it. It's peaking right now, obviously, you know, but you've got space and time to do it, right? And you know, this period of the year that we're in as well, with all the retrogrades and everything like that, you know, it's optimal time if you are gonna invest on a soul retrieval, a quantum soul journey, you know, like a soul realignment, cellular rewrite, anything like that. Any of those services that I offer, this would be the ideal time to embark upon one of those, because the energies are so primed and so aligned for you to clear on such a deep level that it can literally be, okay, we've cleared it, it's good, it's gone, it's done, lesson learned, right? But we do have to do the shadow work to go with it, right? Anytime we are clearing anything, we do have to do the shadow work, and that in the run-up, and just you know, today especially, in the next few days, you know, take the time to go within, take the time to do the mirror work, to look yourself in the eyes, to journal what it is, to release what it is that's coming up, right? To forgive yourself and others. It's going to be so crucial, so important, especially if you want to align more with your bliss and your harmony, because let's be real, that's what we're here to do on planet Earth. You know, we're here to have relationships, we're here to learn, we're here to enjoy ourselves, and to really be living in our bliss. We're not here to be in a boring old pattern, you know, that no. But yeah, massive amount of conclusions, right, are available right now, you know, and you know, keep aware keep your awareness there for everything that's kind of happening in the day. You know, notice if there is a certain bird or a bug or animal or something like that coming across your path. Notice what you're thinking of when that happens. Notice what the medicine of that animal is, right? You know, if you're seeing a lot of magpies, for example, okay, what does magpie represent? Okay, you got the light and the dark, you know, it's a bird, it's flying, you know, the angelics, right? You know, look at the animal, look at the insect, look at whatever it is. Maybe you're noticing the numbers, the signs, the synchronicities. Maybe you're noticing other things, right? But allow yourself to notice, because that's the universe working with you. Because once again, all these energies that are around are here to assist you. They're here to assist us in evolving to our most highest self. You know, it's not natural to be all weighed down and heavy and blah. That's not our natural state of being. Our natural state of being is way up here. You know, really, really radiating our bliss and joy, right? Just all this love coming out of our hearts. You know, it's amazing. So without further ado, I'm going to guide you into how you would set up your space. And you can do this for any type of new moon, full moon, daily ceremony, ritual, honouring of self, blessing, prayer, whatever you want to call it. You want to find a space where you are, well, you're not going to get interrupted, right? And I know that might be a little bit tricky if you've got children or if you've got animals or anything like that. The animals tend to be really okay when you're doing any type of healing work, because they feel that vibration, they love it. Children can be a little bit more tricky depending on their age, right? But you know, you'll be able to find the space somehow, right? The child might want to, you know, your son or daughter may want to participate with you as well, and that's okay, that's good, right? Because it's very natural to them, actually. Any type of prayer and blessing type of work, it's very natural to children. But you want to find a space where you're not going to be interrupted. You don't want to have too many electrical gadgets in that space as well. So so a bedroom's always a good space to do something like this in, like a specific area of the bedroom, right? Somewhere where you're going to relax and you can clear the room, you can sage the room before and after, or ring chimes, ring a bell. You know, if you're doing it in like the TV room, then I mean, throw a white sheet over the telly or something like that. It just really clears the energy, right? It's this is just about a bit of space hygiene and etiquette right now, energetical etiquette. But you know, phone signals, turn them off, right? Put the phone on do not disturb, airplane mode, whatever, because those you know, everything is electrical impulse. That's what emotion is, right? It's all electrical impulse in this world. So ourselves, other people, other things, and gadgets and stuff like that, they do interfere with that, right? So we want to be able to make the space as receptive as possible, right? So it can work with us rather than against us. You may even want to, for this particular one, you may even want to draw the curtains, right? So that it's a little bit darker, and, you know, maybe light a few candles, maybe have low lighting on, you know, just to kind of take away the glare from your face, from your body, you know, because when we're doing any type of inner work, shadow work, anything like that, anytime we're doing any kind of shadow work or anything like that, we're tapping into the subtle side, right? We're going within, right? And if the space is too bright, that can just be a little bit distracting as well. So light a few candles. Every time you light a candle, it raises the frequency, it raises the vibration. So candles are always helpful, they're always beneficial, right? Try to avoid anything too smelly if you like your smellies and your scented stuff. But yeah, light a candle, you know, get yourself a glass of water, you know, have everything that you need ready so that you, when you are in that space, you are good, right? You're good. It's always good to have pen and paper, right? Pencil and paper, pen and paper, because whenever you're doing any type of inner work, you're probably going to have thoughts come through that you may want to jot down, things that you may want to release. You know, if you're physically doing a fire ceremony, for example, and what that means is actually writing something and then burning it, releasing it in the fire, then, you know, you may want to have a heat-proof dish with some water in. And once again, you can find things like that on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. But what we're going to do here and now is we're going to do a meditation. Okay, so I'm going to invite you, and you can come back to this, watch this whenever you like. So you don't have to be watching this live, you can watch this on the replay. But we're going to do a meditation. So I'm going to show you the picture of an archangel that we're going to work with. Okay, this is from Diana Cooper's Archangel Oracle cards. They're incredible cards, and this is Archangel Haniel. And Archangel Haniel has got such a beautiful, peaceful energy. She is known as the angel of the moon, right? She can really help tap into that intuitive side. She can really help uncover and unveil your inner truth, you know. She's really about joy and happiness, right? Some people see her as like a silvery colour, as maybe like a bluey colour. Whatever is right for you will come through, right? And if you want to call in any of your team of light, any other ascended being, ascended master star being that you may work with, any other angels you may work with, please feel very welcome to do that. You may want to call in Selene, right, goddess of the moon, or Hina, right? So do feel very welcome to do that as well. But I invite everyone right now just to take a moment to find a space where you can just sit down and relax. You're going to take a deep breath in. Really allowing, oh, you may want to grab a crystal as well. It's up to you, you don't have to, but I'm wearing moonstone because that's very connected with the moon for obvious reasons. Very intuitive as well, so it will help with this, and it will help with any work that you do decide to do to clear any wounds within yourself and heal anything. But yeah, if you want to get a crystal, now would be the time to do it. But whenever you're ready, take a seat. If you're sat on a chair or something like that, if your feet can touch the ground, that would be helpful. If not, if you'll lay down, that's perfect as well. We want to try and keep our spine straight, so just notice if you are in a strange position. And whenever you're ready, you're going to close your eyes. You're going to open your palms so the palms are facing the sky. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, allow that breath to really go down past your lung space, go right into your belly and go straight down into your womb space. Okay. And then breathe out slowly. Controlled. Really slowing our breath down. So breathing in slowly. Filling your body with inspiration, with love, with light and bright energy, with moonlight even. And as you breathe out slowly, gently, allowing yourself to notice if you're holding tension anywhere in your body. You know, any tension in your feet, in your calves, allow them to relax. In your thighs and your glutes, allow all your muscles to relax. And just scan your body as you breathe in and out right now. Good. Once you've done that, you're going to visualize with every in-breath, you're going to visualize a beautiful spark of silver light, silver white light, right within your chest. And every time you breathe in, that's going to inflate and grow in size and in energy, and it feels beautiful. It feels warm, tingly, pleasant. You know that as it expands, you start to feel lighter, brighter. And as you continue to smoothly, calmly breathe in and out, that beautiful ball of light starts to become a sphere of light, going down through your stomach, through your core, down through your legs into your feet surrounding you, up through your shoulders, your neck, your crown, completely encompassing you, until you have a beautiful glowing silver white ball of light. It may even have other colours glistening within it. Allow your mind's eye to create whatever it wishes to create for this light. It is beautiful, it is comforting, it is nourishing, it is healing. And you just feel like with every round of breathing that you do, that you just feel lighter with energy, but at the same time knowing that you're grounded and connected with the earth. Allow this beautiful sphere of light to transport you through to a beautiful white sandy beach. It's nighttime. You hear the gentle whooshing of the waves. And you see in the distance a beautiful, beautiful fire. Up in the sky is the most incredible velvet, deep blue black night sky with thousands of stars dotted through it, and the biggest, brightest, most beautiful moon you've ever seen, shining so brightly, lighting your pathway. You feel the presence of your team of light, your guardian angel, any star beings you work with, any ascended beings and archangels you work with. You feel the presence of them. And that's a comfort to you. You know that they're always there. But it helps you remember that you're safe right now and fully protected. You feel called to start to walk towards the fire, which is glowing brightly. You may notice what colour that fire is. It may be different colours. It may appear as a regular fire. Either which way is perfect. But notice the colours. And notice directly behind the fire, you feel the presence of a very powerful and very graceful Archangel. This is Archangel Haniel, waiting behind the fire, beaming love from the centre of her heart to you. This is the angel of the moon. Sweet child, I'm here to help guide you into your highest soul path, to help align you with your soul satisfaction, to help you remember what it is that you really desire on a soul level from your higher self, to help you release any burdens you carry, to help you release any obstructions of the ego, of the lower self, help you release once and for all and fully complete any cycles and patterns that are just outdated. They've served their purpose, the lessons have been learned. It's time to illuminate, to allow our beautiful sister moon to illuminate within you whatever is ready to release. As you take a deep breath, Archangel Haniel hands you a beautiful scroll of paper and a white feather. This feather is a magical feather. It has beautiful gold and red ink in it, full of Christ-like life force energy, a never-ending supply of ink. She says to you, before you write anything, let's just gaze up at the moon. She's shining so brightly, fully visible, fully present for you, illuminating within you whatever it is that needs illuminating. But first, let's just watch as this red veil gets cast across her. And as you gaze up at the moon, you see a beautiful deep red hue start to move across the moon. Archangel Haniel explains to you, this is the Sagittarius blood moon. It is a powerful energy. It helps us clear anything within our sacral chakra, our root chakra, that womb space, that hara space. Anything you've been carrying that is ready to release. As she experiences the eclipse and this veil being drawn across her, allow that filter to identify within you what is personal for you to release, what relationship, what pattern, what belief are you ready to surrender? Are you ready to alchemize, to transmute? what door are you ready to close in order to be presented with a multifold of new, brighter, more beautiful, more whole, nourishing doors and pathways. And as you gaze up at this now sparkling red moon, allow that energy to drop into your heart and your mind, to bring forth maybe memories, maybe feelings. Bring them forth. And as you do so, as they do so, you start to write with this beautiful magical quill. Maybe it's a word, 2 words, maybe it's a sentence, maybe it's symbols, maybe it's pictures. But just know that whatever you're writing, whatever that theme, that topic, that event, that situation, whatever that is, any lower energy is being magnetized from within you onto that paper. Being written in a beautiful red and gold ink. And as it travels through that feather, that quill, onto the paper, it leaves you now, creating space for expansion, space for healing, space for deep soul satisfaction. Breathing deeply as you do this, honouring anything that is coming up, and we don't judge, we don't need to judge or think about anything that's coming up. We just write whatever is appearing. Allow it to be scribed. Allow it to be written onto this scroll. Archangel Haniel smiles at you. Good. Well done. I know it's not always easy looking within and drawing out those beliefs, those patterns, those memories, but you've done it. Now it's time to alchemize. And with the influence of the fire, the elements of fire and the Sagittarius element of fire, that beautiful influence, allow yourself to place that scroll within this beautiful fire in front of you whenever you're ready, and watch the flames completely encompass it. Watch the flames completely burn and release any of these beliefs, patterns, any of these limitations, any of these blocks. It's time. And as you do that, as you see the fire, and it may even change colour as you do this, watch what happens. Look at the smoke patterns, should there be any. Look at the symbols that may come out of the fire. And one more deep breath in. And a big sigh of relief. The paper is gone. It transforms into smoke, into ash, and also into the most beautiful silver gold dust that swells up through the heat of the fire, up to the stars, and joins brothers and sisters in the sky. Archangel Haniel looks at the moon again, still veiled in the red scarf, the red shroud. And you gaze up at it with her, noticing that the red shadow is starting to move from the moon. And she's starting to sparkle and shine a beautiful bluey white silvery light again, full and whole and dazzling, illuminating and dancing in the sky. looking back at Archangel Haniel, she reaches out, offering you what appears to be a small moon in her hand, no bigger than maybe a cricket ball. You see it in her hand, hovering. Intrigued, you look at this item. Take it, she says. There is something within the moon for you. Something to help you move through this summer season, move through the rest of this year, create a new pathway, create whatever it is that you're meant to create. And you receive gratefully and gracefully this little moon from Archangel Haniel, feeling her hum in your hands, a vibration, the lightness of energy is hovering over your hand. And it opens. It's filled with a million stars, but through those stars you see something for you, something which will unlock exactly what it's meant to unlock for you to go forward on your highest soul path, your highest soul journey. What is it? Maybe an item, it may be something written, it may be some energy. Accept whatever it is, should it feel right to do so. And place it to your heart with thanks and gratitude, allowing that item to return with you to the physical plane as we return in just a moment. But first, Archangel Haniel turns back to the fire and says, there's one more thing here for you. Reach into the fire. And you look at Archangel Haniel, a little bit confused, and she goes, don't worry. This is an energetical fire, it's etherical, it's magical. It will not burn you, but it will give you the passion and the desire, and it will ignite you to keep you focused. So place your hand in, and you place your non-dominant hand in, your receptive hand. And into your hand jumps a small flame. Notice the colour of that flame. Notice how it feels for you. Bring in that hand to your heart as well. Feel it merge with your heart space, with your inner flame, and also with your womb space, that space of creation. You turn to Archangel Haniel and she says, it is time, sweet soul, to return to your physical body now. It's such an honour and a pleasure to have received you here, and I'm always with you whenever you wish to call upon me. Should that be in dream time, awake time, or through the astral realms like we've just done here. You smile, ever so grateful for the experience that you've had today, offering gratitude and thanks to Archangel Haniel and to the beautiful elements that have surrounded you, the moon, the stars, the fire, and your team of light that are always with you, offering deep gratitude and love. Placing your hands to your heart, closing your eyes and taking a deep breath in. You feel all the surroundings start to disappear around you, and you feel that you're being transported back in that sphere of silver white light that you arrived in. Returning to your physical body, fully, wholly, feeling yourself within your body, maybe moving your spine a little bit, keeping your eyes closed just for the moment. Really holding on to that feeling that you have with that fire and that gift from the moon. Maybe rubbing your hands together. Maybe moving your feet along the floor. Feeling that silver light now come back within your heart space, come back within the center of your body, and silver roots go deep from your feet into the earth, making sure that you're fully grounded. And whenever you're ready, know that you are returned completely to your body, through all times, spaces and dimensions, in love and in gratitude. Curl your lips into a smile and open your eyes. Be sure to journal anything you wish to journal, anything you wish to remember from this beautiful vision. And make sure you have a large glass of water following this. So much love and so many blessings to each and every one of you. My name is Alice with Ascension to Love. It's been an honour to take you through this process.